Have you ever found yourself wrestling with a pile of documents, maybe digital ones, wishing you could just ask them questions?
Like actually talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. Not just a keyword search, but a proper conversation. Like asking your PDFs, I don't know, summarize these IP clauses for me, or maybe find the odd things in last year's financials.
Sounds futuristic, but it's becoming very real.
It really is.
Mhm.
And today we're diving into a tool that promises just that, but with a twist that's, well, increasingly vital. Local, private, AI.
Okay.
We're exploring AnythingLLM from MintFlex Labs. Our mission here is to figure out what makes this app stand out in what's, let's face it, a pretty crowded market,
Definitely crowded.
especially since our research turned up reviews calling it potentially the best free local AI tool out there.
Right.
So we'll look at features, the privacy side, and, who it's actually for.
Yeah, and it's quite striking, isn't it? How many AI tools these days, they seem to immediately want your credit card details.
Right, or they just start sending your data off to who knows where.
Exactly. Often before you even know if the tool is any good. Anything LLM seems to be right from the start taking a very different path. Prioritizing user control and transparency.
Which feels significant.
It really is a big differentiator in the current landscape.
Absolutely. So let's unpack this. What is AnythingLLM? At its heart, it's a desktop app.
Okay, runs on your computer.
Right. It lets you chat with your own documents using, well, pretty much any AI model you like. And it all runs locally.
So like an AI research assistant, but one that lives entirely in your own digital space.
That's a great way to put it. And what's really compelling is its foundation. It's from MintFlex Labs, totally open source MIT license.
Ah, open source. That's important.
Huge.
Yeah.
It means for you, the listener, the code is out there. Anyone can look at it, use it, even help improve it. That builds a lot of trust, especially when dealing with private info.
Indeed. That open source nature, combined with being a free desktop tool, it really speaks volumes about trust and accessibility. When you're giving a tool access to sensitive stuff, being able to see how it works, or just knowing there's a community behind it, that sets a totally different standard.
It really shifts the power back to the user, doesn't it?
It does. You can evaluate it properly without putting down cash, or maybe more importantly, without immediate privacy worries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that desktop version being
Hmm.
free, honestly, it's a breath of fresh air. Our research showed lots of people feel the same way.
I bet.
It just feels more, I don't know, honest than so many tools that want payment before you even see if they work for you.
Yeah, it's refreshing. Gives you that upfront value and control.
Definitely. It fosters a different kind of user relationship, I think.
Absolutely. Trust built from day one, not demanded. You're not asked to take that leap of faith with your data or your money.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. The killer feature, arguably.
Mm-hmm.
Everything runs locally by default.
Okay, that's big.
It's huge. What does that actually mean for you listening? It means your documents, sensitive research, confidential client files, whatever, it stays right there on your machine.
Doesn't leave your system.
Exactly. Your chats with the AI, not shipped off to some random cloud server,
Yeah.
and no hidden telemetry scraping your deepest PDF secrets.
Right.
Now, our research did find a nuance, which honestly, I appreciate the transparency. There is telemetry, but it's optional.
Oh, optional.
And you switch it off with one click. Literally one click.
That level of explicit control is, well, it shouldn't feel revolutionary, but it kind of does these days.
It really does. In a world where data collection is often buried or just assumed.
This whole thing raises a really important point about data sovereignty in this AI age.
Data sovereignty, yeah.
This local first idea, it's not just a neat feature, it's more like a fundamental shift.
How so?
Well, for individuals, sure, but maybe even more for organizations handling, proprietary data or confidential info. It's about keeping full, absolute control.
Making sure nothing leaves your trusted environment.
Exactly. Crucial for industries like legal, finance, healthcare, anywhere with strict compliance rules.
That's a great point about compliance.
Yeah.
And for anyone wondering, okay, local is great, but do I need a supercomputer?
Good question.
Our deep dive suggests probably not for basic use. Obviously, if you're throwing like massive files or running the absolute heaviest local AI models, you'll want a decent machine.
Sure, resource needs scale.
But the core value is the choice to stay local without needing, some crazy server setup for everyday tasks.
Right, and the scalability of local operations is often underestimated. A modern laptop or desktop. Perfectly fine for many, many use cases.
Gives you that combo of privacy and performance without needing big IT spend.
Or paying constantly for cloud compute time.
So, okay, privacy and control are clearly paramount here.
Yeah.
But does that mean you sacrifice functionality? Like, are you stuck in a walled garden?
Does it adapt to your actual workflow?
Exactly. And this is where anything LLM really shines again. Its flexibility is quite remarkable.
Okay.
You can upload pretty much any document type, PDFs, Word docs, CSVs.
Spreadsheets, too.
Yep. Even entire code bases or just links to websites. And then you can have a proper conversation with that content.
Wow. So you could feed it a huge legal doc and ask it to find specific clauses.
Precisely. Or upload years of financial CSVs and ask it to spot spending patterns or anomalies. Think about that for researchers, lawyers, analysts.
That scope, just on your desktop, is genuinely transformative.
It really is.
And that level of flexibility, it's critical because it empowers you to shape the AI experience.
How do you mean?
Well, you're not stuck with just one AI model's built-in biases, or its knowledge cutoff date, or its specific strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, right.
You can pick the model that works best for your specific task, or even for ethical reasons. It lets you optimize.
So you're curating your own AI assistant, in a way.
Exactly. It's a big step away from those one-size-fits-all AI services where they dictate the model you use.
And it goes beyond just document types, right? You mentioned model choice.
Yes. You get to use basically whatever AI model you want. It supports a huge range.
Like local ones, Llama and things like that.
Yep, local models like Llama, Mistral, you name it. But also the big cloud ones, OpenAI's models, Claude from Anthropic.
So really almost everything.
Pretty much. And that means no vendor lock-in, no being forced into subscriptions for models you don't actually need or want.
That's powerful if a better, cheaper model comes out tomorrow.
You can just plug it in. Simple as that. It's like having a universal remote for AI models. Unparalleled freedom.
That agility sounds crucial long-term.
Oh, absolutely. The AI field changes so fast. Being able to switch models easily means your workflow stays current and adaptable.
You're not stuck waiting for one company's updates.
Exactly. It encourages innovation at the user level.
Okay, so tons of power, tons of flexibility. But is it hard to set up? Does it require like a PhD in computer science?
Thankfully, no. That's another impressive part. The setup is genuinely no code.
Really? No command lines? No complex configurations?
You download it, install it like any other app, pick your model, maybe start with a built-in local one, and you start chatting.
Our research highlighted that convenience too. It mentioned built-in local LLM support.
That's key. You don't need separate, tricky installations for those local models just to get going.
So no need to be a Docker whiz or anything like that.
Nope. No wrestling with servers or command prompts just to ask your PDF a question.
That ease of use is massive.
It really is. It's not just for beginners either. Even experienced folks get tired of complex setups. It makes powerful AI tools accessible to way more people, breaking down those technical barriers. It really democratizes access.
So it's great for individuals. What about teams? Does it scale up?
It does, and quite thoughtfully. For team use, there's proper multi-user support, meaning different users can have their own accounts, but crucially, with isolation. So your documents and chats are kept separate and private from your colleagues.
Okay, that's important for a collaborative that's sensitive projects.
Definitely. Plus, it offers admin controls for managing users and white labeling options for businesses that want to brand it.
So a team working on, say, a confidential project can each have their secure space, but it's managed centrally.
Exactly. It shows real consideration for different needs, from a solo user right up to a larger organization.
That flexibility seems key to its broad appeal.
It allows teams to use this AI power without giving up that core principle of control we talked about earlier.
And if teams don't want to manage the installation themselves, is there a hosted option?
There is. They offer a hosted version, and the starting price our research found was around $50 a month.
$50 a month for a team. How does that compare?
Well, compared to some enterprise AI tools that, as one reviewer memorably put it, seem to charge per sneeze.
Okay.
It seems pretty reasonable. It positions it as a cost-effective solution for businesses needing these features without a massive price tag.
Makes sense. It balances the free desktop option with a scalable paid tier.
Precisely. It offers value across the board.
And it doesn't just stop with the core product, right? There's an ecosystem growing around it.
Yes, that's another really positive sign. It has a community hub.
What does that do?
It allows users to add extensions, build custom agents, create /commands within the chat.
So it's not just static software.
Not at all. It's a living platform, constantly being improved by its users. Our research noted it's building an ecosystem around practical AI use, not just, hoping GPT solves everything.
That sounds promising. People are building specialized tools on top of it.
Yeah, extensions for specific tasks, agents to automate workflows, custom commands. It's constantly expanding what the tool can do.
That active community is usually a great sign.
It absolutely is. It shows users are engaged, contributing, developing niche applications. It's a hallmark of successful open source projects, ensures the tool stays relevant and robust.
Okay, so let's tackle the big question, the one probably on a lot of listeners' minds right now.
Do you actually need this?
Exactly. If you're already pretty happy using, say, ChatGPT Plus and maybe uploading the occasional document there.
Right. Is this overkill?
Our research suggests maybe. For very basic, non-sensitive stuff, if you're fine with the cloud model, your current setup might be perfectly okay. And that's an honest take.
It really comes back to aligning the tool with your specific needs, doesn't it?
For sure.
Understanding when this kind of local controlled tool is the right choice versus a general cloud service. It's about making an informed decision for your workflow, not just jumping on a trend.
And it's a pretty significant but if you routinely handle sensitive documents.
Client data, financial records, proprietary research.
Right. Or if you really want that flexibility to choose any AI model without being locked in.
Or need secure team collaboration without sending project files externally.
Then yes, AnythingLLM makes a lot of sense. The interface is clean, that privacy model is, frankly, refreshing.
And the price is right, starting with free.
Exactly. It doesn't require selling any organs. It's a really solid package for those specific, more demanding use cases.
It definitely carves out its niche effectively. It appeals directly to users who value or require that extra layer of privacy, control, and customization that standard cloud tools often can't provide.
It shows there's a real market demand for these more tailored, secure, user-controlled AI options.
Absolutely.
And just quickly, what about its future? Is it actively developed?
Good question. We looked into its GitHub repository. Very active. Thousands of stars, regular updates. It's definitely not abandonware.
That's reassuring. Any red flags in the issue tracker?
Our research suggested pretty typical growing pains, the occasional Docker setup queries, some API integration quirks, standard stuff when software has to work across many different systems.
So nothing screaming abandoned ship?
Not at all. In fact, most of the issues logged were actually feature requests.
Oh, that is a good sign.
It really is. Growing pains in open source often mean you've got a responsive dev team and users who care enough to suggest improvements.
People wanting more functionality, not just reporting critical bugs.
Exactly. It signals a maturing, user-driven project, bodes very well for its future, I think.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? AnythingLLM makes a really compelling case, I think. A refreshing one, even.
For a more private, more flexible, more user-controlled AI experience.
Definitely. In a market that often feels like it's charging top dollar for fairly basic stuff, finding something this feature-rich and upfront about its model feels, well, almost suspicious, as our source noted.
In a good way, though.
In a good way. If you've been searching for a solid way to chat with your documents locally, without that subscription fatigue or the worry about data privacy.
This genuinely seems to deliver.
It really does. Our suggestion, based on everything we looked at, download that free desktop version, kick the tires, see if it fits your workflow before you commit to anything else.
Sound advice. And this deep dive, I think it highlights a really critical shift happening in tech overall. The rising power and importance of local-first AI. Just take a moment to consider, how truly owning and controlling your data and your AI interactions right there on your own machine, how that might fundamentally change your relationship with technology.
You reshape workflows, privacy expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Even your ability to innovate securely. So the final thought to leave you with is, what kind of new, private, maybe even revolutionary applications could this local first paradigm unlock in your field? Perhaps in ways we haven't even thought of yet.